Hi, I'm Mitch Shoemaker, and today is day 54 of my doing 100 days of YouTube videos and focusing on my writing. So, yay, I made it to day 54. I chose not to type up my story tonight because sometimes handwriting things for me can be a little bit more therapeutic, help me get things out of my system a little better than typing. There's some kind of a difference between handwriting and typing, and my head still hates me for some reason or other. I don't know. I was feeling better when I got up this afternoon, and I thought, yay, my head is feeling better. But I was feeling really tired, so then I just didn't do anything for a while. And then the later it got, the worse my head got. So I think I have to put it back to bed again. Ice and heat help for little bits, temporarily. I think my body's trying to tell me I need to pay better attention as far as like feeding and sleeping and all of those things that I don't pay attention to. So I need to learn how to take better care of myself, which is kind of funny because that's what I was thinking I needed to write about today. I didn't type it up, but I wrote a section, and I started to write a section before, and I was calling it Seeking Attention, and tonight I came up with a different one for that because when I was growing up, I always felt like I was sick or sickly. I was always on antibiotics of some kind. I had tons of surgeries. Tympanoplasties for my ears because my eardrums would burst and didn't heal themselves, and my appendix and my tonsils, and so lots of different things. And then as I got older, high school, college age, I had surgeries for injuries and things. So always something wrong with me, and I realized that whenever I was sick, I would get attention. So I would get to miss school, I would get to stay home, I would get um, people had to be nice to me. My siblings had to be nice to me because I didn't feel good. It was always the excuse to, not that I got a whole lot of attention for being sick, but I didn't get picked on because I was sick. I had an excuse to miss school or to get out of something I didn't want to do or to avoid some form of embarrassment. And oddly, sadly, it was a way to get my biological mom's attention because if I was sick, she would have to take me to urgent care or nighttime pediatrics or whatever. And so it was like the one on one time that I craved, and it was kind of the only time to get it. And I don't know that I ever intentionally tried to be sick or thought that that's what I was doing. Although I did have a roommate in college that told me I was a hypochondriac, and I was like, I don't think I'm a hypochondriac. I actually do get sick. I actually have all of these ailments, but I think everything I had was exaggerated, and I would drag it out for as long as possible because it was the only time that I got any kind of attention. And I think that's what my mom used to do and did a lot, that if she was sick or had ailments or whatever, she got attention. And at some point, I think people just got tired of having to take care of her all the time, which was just really sad. And I realized as an adult that I can be sickly all I want, but it doesn't pay the bills. I still have to go to work. I still have to pay the bills. It doesn't. It doesn't have the same effect as it did when I was a kid. It doesn't necessarily get me attention. It doesn't get people to spend time with me. I still get left alone. I still got left alone as a kid too. But as a kid, I was like, oh man, I could do whatever I wanted. I could watch TV. I could read books. I could sleep in bed all day long. I could do whatever I wanted to. As an adult, I try to do that, and then I end up feeling guilty because of all the things that don't get done because there is no one else to do it. There's no one else to make the meals, to go buy the food, to pay the bills. All of those responsibilities fall on me, and those are all things I have to do, and those are all things I haven't been able to do for the past few days because I have not been feeling well. And today I was starting to feel better, like maybe I could have gone to work, and then I chose not to, so then I'm feeling a little guilty for that. But I don't know if my head is hurting worse because I didn't go to work today, or if it's just hurting worse because I didn't stay in bed and sleep all day, and maybe I need to get more sleep and I need more hydration. So I'm just struggling, I think, at this point in my life to try to figure out what my body actually needs because I didn't learn how to take care of it very well. I learned that when I was sick to just say that I was sick to get out of stuff or go to the doctor's office, and you make a list of symptoms and they give you antibiotics. And so I don't think I have the best immune system because my body doesn't know how to fight stuff off because it never had to do it the natural way. It was always antibiotics. And I don't even know how many surgeries I had to have tubes when I was a baby or as a kid, but I'm pretty sure I've been on antibiotics most of my childhood. So my poor body as an adult, when I don't give it antibiotics and tell it how to fix itself, it has to figure it out on its own, and it doesn't like that very much. I don't like that very much, but I'm trying to learn how to do healthier things for myself and for my body, and it's hard when I don't know what all of those things are. I don't know the right things, the wrong things. I don't have like insurance. I don't necessarily have doctors that listen when I tell them there's a problem. They're like, oh, just do this, just do that. I'm like, tried that. That doesn't really work. And I love when you go in and you see the doctor and say that you're tired all the time, and they say, oh, are you depressed? I'm like, a little bit, but this is different. I'm just tired. And they're like, oh, well, you know what? You're pre-diabetic. You should just lose some weight and you'll feel better. How does that solve my tired all the time problem? How does that solve the fact that I've been gaining weight since my divorce, which is really bad, and putting on lots of weight? Is there not something you could do to help? Something you could check? Something? Well, everything looks normal. I don't know what your problem is. Maybe you're just depressed. Thanks. You're so helpful. Just lose some weight. Okay, yeah, that helped too. And then I know if you go to a bunch of different doctors, they all tell you what you're supposed to do. Like if you keep going to different doctors, eventually you'll find one that listens, that looks a little bit deeper, that looks at other stuff that the other doctors don't think to look at. I just don't have the money. I don't have the insurance, and I don't have the energy. And right now I don't know what's wrong with me other than I have a really bad headache. But I didn't want to miss another day. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. I feel like it's self-torture because I stay up avoiding writing, and then it's like I want to go to bed and I can't go to bed because I'm afraid that I won't finish my videos, that I won't follow through on something, and I don't want to disappoint myself again, and I want to be able to finish my books. So the cool thing is, I wrote like 3-4 pages tonight, like handwritten pages towards my story talking about all of this illness stuff. The downside is that at some point I have to figure out how to type all of that up, assuming I can even read my handwriting. But at least it's still writing. At least it's something towards my story for recognizing God's hand in my life. Not really sure how that works towards recognizing God's hand in my life. That's just something that I used to do, and I could probably go through and throw in all the priesthood blessings that I received that helped me to recover and to feel better. Because I've gotten a lot of those that usually do help, and I may need to get one to help me to get through this headache or whatever it is that I've got going on, because it's not helping me very much right now. Anyway, I'm just grateful that I could do the video. I'm grateful that I could do some writing. I'm grateful for God for putting the ideas into my head as to what to write about, what to think about, things for me to continue to work on. Always something to work on. But I'm a work in progress. I think we all are. And I'm grateful to know I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to get it right. I just have to keep trying. And I'm trying, and I'm not giving up. And I made it to day 54. So yay, 46 days to go. Okay, I'm done. So have a great night. Hope you have a great day full of gratitude and maybe some writing.